Our first speakers are researchers at Sony CSL, Peter HANAPPE, I hope I don't mispronounce your name too much, and David COLLIAUX. So I give you the remote control for you to navigate in your presentation, and I would like you to talk about your robotics project in your lab. Right, yes, good evening. We came here to introduce ourselves, but we were very modest, but it's a happening of a bigger magnitude than we thought, so congratulations for this. So a few words on the Sony CSL. We are a research lab which depends from Sony Corporation, but we have a high level of independence. We work like an academic lab. David and myself are the only one working on the topic that we're going to present tonight. Since this summer, we've started working on a robot project for weeding. So we have reached the stage of NIO 5 years ago. So we are not as advanced. And in the first step, we're interested in micro farms. So it's about 100 square meters to a few hectares with polyculture. Most of the time, those are permaculture farms. I took a picture of the mechanical farm, which is probably one of the best known, and you can see that there are 4 different crops on a plot. We're interested in those type of farms because it creates new challenges. Those are more open environment with less structure. So it's interested for our artificial intelligence devices because we can learn a lot from those environments. We'd like to work with open hardware because for small farms or micro farms, the test platforms as well, it does make sense to use open hardware. And I think that the software side of things is probably the part where it is more complex. So starting next year, we'd like to launch workshops in order to develop a test platform. For the presentation of our work, I'm going to give the floor to my colleague David COLLIAUX. Good evening. So I'm going to present very quickly the prototype as it stands today. It is based on standard items to begin with SNC machine. So this is the E-card, which is an open hardware, and then a number of items which are pretty standard in hardware and cameras as well. It has a modular design in order to be both autonomous but also provide for additional tool interaction. So this is what we're developing at the moment. The prototype, as you can see here, is made of engineered wood, but in the future it will be in metal, so that of course it can weather the external temperatures. And we would like to integrate the software components in ROS 2. So it's a framework through which we could also interact with other projects. So it is dedicated to mechanical weeding on salad plots that we have in the city center of Paris. So you can imagine that it's not a big plot. We do not have much room to experiment. However, we measure the X-green index on those pictures, and we have defined a threshold on the histogram through which we can categorize the picture, so we can make a distinction between the earth, the mud, and the salads. And so we know where the salads are, and the robot can navigate around the salads and not crush them when they weed. So you have a picture here where you see Peter's office. And this is how the pictures are dealt with. So this is the calculation of the pathway that the machine is going to follow and the reading. So it's an image analysis based reading. You can see that on the arm of a robot you have a camera through which you get color information but also depth information, through which we can estimate the shape of the salad, and also we would like to further develop the analysis, the image analysis, in order to do phenotyping, and through phenotyping have information on the health of the salads and also make estimates on their growth. So those are avenues that we'd like to explore, the use of that machine for phenotyping, and we've also tried to explore what we could do in terms of intelligent artificial intelligence. We have a database with 100 photos of carrots, of beetroots, and we are able to make a distinction between those different species, and we'd like to further sophisticate that device in order to make a distinction between a plant and weed. So this is the contents of my presentation. Please do not hesitate to get in contact with us, and do not hesitate as well to visit our website to get more information on the design or operation of the robot. Thank you.